Please tell me we're going to Merchant Port. Please.
Well, is Frag a Merchant Port starter?
Yes, he is.
Completely indoctrinated. I started Merchant Port in my stream set.
See, that's why I agreed
when
to
me and
commentate with you.
SBS started doubles, I was vetoing all the Merchant Port gentlemen, and then by the end of our run, I started suggesting them.
Yes!
I didn't even let SBS speak. Here we go.
Port.
All right, so big thing about this matchup is the bash on Lily. That's kind of the gimmick here. So Maple puts down the Lily, and Ori can bash it, and it's a projectile you don't really see too often.
Yeah, it's a very.
Oh, dead.
Oh no, that is.
Ori classic. Dying.
Really
Yep, there's the bash on Lily. But if you fling it at them, you also fling yourself off the stage.
It's true. We've seen some nasty Lily bash combos before too. I'm curious to see if GalaxyMii really takes advantage of that, and I'm also really curious to see how often that dissuades Frag from putting down the Lily in the first place.
Yeah, well, we're not seeing a lot of it. The only Lily that got put down was bashed basically immediately.
Yeah.
Was that a flame reverse? All right.
I think so. Lots of tech skill from these Ori players I've learned.
Super patient, unless there's a problem. Okay, they're just super patient.
Yeah.
Woo. The thing about patient neutral, though, is you need to have a very good punish game to back it up. Because if you kind of naturally, if you're not just running at them doing moves, you might not find a lot of opportunities to win neutral. Because a lot of people, they just play super aggressive neutral and basically 50-50 at every interaction.
It's true. It really is. Like, you have to have some reward for yourself for winning the neutral.
Kind of like a core tenet of a patient neutral is that when you do get hit out, it's not a big hit because you're not caught whiffing a move, so they have to use a small move to hit you, a fast one. So you don't get punished super hard, but you do get hit a little. You do get hit. You do take some damage, and GalaxyMii just is taking that damage, but isn't. It finally takes the first stock.
Yeah, at 147 on Maple too. It has been kind of a non-stop frag train right now, and just keeping GalaxyMii in disadvantage for most of the match.
Goes for a bash. Didn't full commit though. That could have been a down air bash with that DI, but that's dead instead.
Dead instead. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think of that yourself, Sharon?
I don't think so. It must have just appeared.
Somebody inserted it. Oh.
Desktop.
Yeah, something interesting. This is, well, I think only the second RCS major we get to see 4 bans.
Yeah.
For best of 3, and it's a really cool rule that really changes the way people play.
So I mean, there's a lot of best of 3s where one game is just a complete stomp because there are 4 stages that someone likes.
Exactly. Like we're being able to remove that extra ban in lieu of having an extra game is a really interesting trade-off, and I'm kind of about it.
Yeah, Rivals has a ton of stages, so I'm good with more bans.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it means in best of 3 I never get to pick Tempest.
Yep, Tempest is definitely the main victim because most people have their 3 bans already, and they're like, oh, I need a 4th ban in Tempest.
Did he just save him? I think he saved him.
Possibly. Decent DI here from Frag.
Already GalaxyMii doing a much better job of kind of contesting neutral and getting some damage in, rather than Frag just kind of running a train.
What top Maple would you compare Frag's playstyle to?
The way he uses his strong attacks reminds me a little bit of Latham.
Oh, Latham, okay.
Yeah, because
as soon as I hear Maple and strong attacks, I fear what you might say.
It was not the Hoppy.
Do not invoke such a name.
Don't speak its name.
What have you done?
Yeah, he reminds me a little bit of Latham because he calls out movement a lot with like F strong and stuff, and it's interesting.
GalaxyMii with a bit of an undershoot on that back air, so Frag does recover. This is a much better game. Maybe GalaxyMii is kind of tuned in on the habits and finally backing up that patient neutral.
Absolutely, and you know, first game on stream at your first major ever, there's gonna be some nerves, you know. So shoutouts to him for already making this a much better game, but Frag gonna get it off the side with the forward air.
The interaction happened because GalaxyMii parried while in advantage, which is a super hard read. Just forward smash again. Get him.
Yeah, it pulls them off the wall. There's really no reason not to.
Zetterburn also has that effect if they're on fire. Look at that. All right. Only 36 though. Couldn't even get an off stage. We're just back to straight up neutral here, and going for some air to airs. Could be bad here. All right, forward air is dodged out.
These dash attack into up air combos have been doing wonders for Frag this set. Okay. Good tech. Ooh.
Okay,
great
just
edge
goes
guard.
for it. Oh,
We're still
interesting
going.
forward smashes off of Tether. Because there's a lot that can go wrong if you make that your primary option.
Yeah, what I can say is traditionally,
Ooh.
in like our locals, Frag has had a bit of a problem fishing for smash attacks way too much.
Good DI. Oh, it doesn't drift in, doesn't drift in. That's the set.
Yeah, just barely missed the drift in. Unfortunate, but much better.
Yeah,
game.
that was a great showing compared to the first game.
It was. So congrats to Frag for moving on winner side, and good luck to GalaxyMii and losers.
Yep.
And I wonder who we're getting next.
Yeah. So here at Heatwave, there are additional brackets. There's the amateur bracket, I believe, going towards if you just go 0-2.
Yeah, there's
So that's
amateur bracket is
intermediate.
in intermediate. There's I don't know which one is which, but there's one is 38 people and one is 32 people.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, amateur bracket I think is limited to 0-2, 1-2. And then intermediate is just if you don't make it out of pools. So there are some names in intermediate.
Yeah, there's gonna be some
Like-
nasty players in there.
A lot of those like fringe on the cusp players are going to be duking out in intermediate.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like the Heatwave intermediate brackets have kind of always been like filled with a lot of weird, like just strong players.
I mean, I guess everyone loves a good intermediate bracket because I still can't cancel MS Ban. So it's just what the people crave.